a platinum skull completely covered with diamonds. It's expensive, it's morbid, it's gaudy, and I claim it's not quite as outrageous as it seems at first glance. So, by extension, let me talk first about René Magritte. This is not a pipe. This is a painting of a pipe. And Magritte was a surrealist, which is art speak for troublemaker with a paintbrush. He made some morbid art in his time. This is a painting of a coffin. And what I want you to notice about it is the strange curly chaise that it's sitting on, the skinny little lamp, the weird footstool, and especially the cloth that's flowing down off the chaise onto the floor, because this is the portrait from 1800 that Magritte is riffing on in 1951. She's dead by then, so he replaced her with a coffin. But we only get that joke if we know about this painting. Okay, vanitas vanitatum omnia vanitas, vanity of vanities, all is vanity, and that's Bible speak for we're all gonna die. So honey, get over yourself. And that turns out to be this morbid recurring theme in European art since at least the Renaissance. Skulls everywhere. It's called a vanitas, or more bluntly, memento mori, reminder of death. And the idea is that it's supposed to keep us humble. It's supposed to remind us that life is fleeting and we'll be judged on our character in the afterlife. Skulls, death. They're full of symbols of death, and deciphering them becomes this weird kind of sport, kind of like trying to figure out the plot to Lost, or why Paul is barefoot on the cover of Abbey Road. Now this is also a famous vanitas, although it doesn't look it right away, but that weird shape in the foreground on the floor is actually an anamorphic projection. And if you look at it from just the right angle, it's another skull. You think you're so clever, you're all gonna die too. So it's like arriving fashionably late at a party and finding out that Vincent van Gogh is making a joke about something that happened at dinner before I even got there. And I don't get it right away, but you can start to see this is another vanitas. Now, it's not like Cézanne had dead body parts littering his entire studio, but he's also been at the party for a long time, and he's making another vanitas. And Damien Hirst has definitely been at the party. Bad boy of British art, and this is the most expensive vanitas in the entire history of art. But it's not all about skulls. Sometimes it's about meat. And Rembrandt's one of the very first at the party, paints this butchered ox. And he has a huge influence on other painters. So we see it come up again and again as another form of vanitas. So here's Soutine, here's Francis Bacon, here's Mary Pratt. Vanitas, 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 saying, you know what, we're meat. We're all gonna die. So, honey, get over yourself. This music video, vanitas. And for a pop quiz, see if you can guess who art directed this. Damien Hirst, the guy with the diamond skull. So in 1987, Jana Sturbach stitches together some raw flank steaks to make the most glorious, the most notorious work in all of Canadian art. She called it vanitas, flesh dress for an albino anorectic. And so you gotta know, my Twitter stream really lit up in September when Lady Gaga shows up in a meat bikini on a magazine cover and then in a meat dress at the VMAs. And that's actually why I came to talk to you today. Because now I know that you know that's not just pop culture provocation. Gaga is quoting Renaissance art by way of 20th century Canadian feminism. And how glorious and bizarre is that? So now you're at the party, welcome, and I'm Linda, and I think I went to art school so that you didn't have to.